This is Bill O'Shaughnessy, and today we're going to take a trip down to the Bronx, to the Belmont Arthur Avenue section. You've heard me talk about it and my friends at Mario's Restaurant. With us in the studio at this moment is a young man named Antonio Martello, and he's written a book. He grew up there, and he's written a book, and it's a real grabber, all about redemption on Arthur Avenue and 187th Street in the Belmont section. And it's all filled with intrigue and Vatican intrigue and a pope they call the Black Pope. Antonio Martello, where'd you get the idea to write a book?
I was inspired when I was in 5th grade. I went to PS 32 down in the Bronx, and a teacher made us write a mystery story in 5th grade, and it was entered into a contest, and it won, and it got featured into a college newspaper. And ever since then, I was inspired to write.
Now, I know something about you. You used to run a bagel store here in the North End, didn't you?
Oh, I didn't run it. My brother-in-law ran it. Mikey ran it.
But you knew your way around a bagel.
Oh, yeah, of course. We grew up there in the bagel store.
It was the one up in the North End, right?
Right, yeah, in New Rochelle.
So how the hell did you get into writing books?
It's just a passion I always had, but I never put any time toward it. And then later in life, I wanted to write a book, so I always played with it, but I never ever completed it till now.
And where'd you get the idea for this story about redemption? Tell me about it.
Well, there are times in your life when you feel like in your darkest moment that you may sell your soul to be happy. What happened here was you thought maybe you possibly did sell your soul, but then you find out that you can never sell your soul because your soul doesn't belong to you. Your soul belongs to God. So that makes it always redeemable. And some people think, well, I've gone so far, I could never come back, but there always is a way back.
What are you, a born again?
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm just a regular Catholic.
Do you believe in God?
Absolutely.
So tell me about this redemption thing. Who's the hero of the book?
Well, there is a priest that has stigmata in the book. I give him stigmata. It's the wounds of Christ.
In the hands?
In the hands.
From the cross?
From the cross, yeah.
Where they drove the nails through.
Exactly.
And what happened to this friar?
Well, like I said, in his darkest hour, he went to the bridge, the now Mario Cuomo Bridge, and he asked God for forgiveness, and he threw himself off. But he's granted a reprieve, a redemption. On the way down, a gust of wind slows his fall, and he falls unconscious. And he floats amongst the whitecaps. And he has a vision of the Blessed Mother. And she tells him, it's not your time. We have plans for you. And all through the night, she's speaking to him. Then he feels sharp pains in his wrist, and he falls unconscious. He wakes up on the Terrytown side of the Mario Cuomo Bridge, and then the story begins from there.
You write of your history teacher, Mr. Stork. Incidentally, the name of the book is Forgive the Messenger. Tell me about Mr. Stork. Did he inspire you to write?
He did. He inspired my interest in history, modern history. And that's why if you look in the book, I touch politics in the church. I touch on history. And those were the things that inspired me and helped me write this book.
What about Paula McCruden, Antonio Martello? Tell me about her.
Well, that was my 5th grade teacher. And she liked my story so much when I wrote the mystery story that she's the one who entered into the contest that I won. And she put me in the smartest school in the class. She made sure that I went to the smartest school in the class.
Now, you're related somehow, I think, to a man named Martello, who is well known in the restaurant business and a good friend of this radio station. How are you related to him?
Well, we go back a long, long time, Marcello and myself. We're like brothers. And Marcello moved away to Florida. And he read the book.
I
loved
talked
the
to him
book.
this morning. Loves it.
Oh, man, he's crazy about the book. Yeah,
Forgive the Messenger by Antonio Martello.
Yeah, but-
Is that your real name?
Yeah, for now it is. Right now. But I should tell you, the book starts off with a in jail in Elmira, New York, and
I was born near there.
really.
I know Elmira.
All
I
right.
know a great restaurant, Moretti's,
Oh, okay.
and there's a Bernie Murray's over in the south side of town. This is great. So there's also a prison there.
Yeah, that's the one, Elmira.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in Elmira, the devil is fighting for the soul of this Johnny Simonetti. And Johnny Simonetti is a brutal street character. And the story begins and evolves around him. And it's something with the devil and God where they're, it's on earth where they're both jockeying for position for his soul. And
You will forgive me, Antonio Martello, but Johnny Simonetti sounds like an Arthur Avenue character. You sure you didn't make that up?
no, I mean, it's from experiences, growing up in Arthur Avenue.
Johnny Simonetti.
Yeah,
Did you ever go to Mario's restaurant?
I do. Yeah.
They're good friends of ours. You know my friend Joe Miliucci?
I don't know, Joe. No.
Well, next time you go in, you better get to know him.
Okay, I
He's
will.
a great guy. Forgive the Messenger is the book. Is this on Amazon? How do you get it?
It's going to be released September 22nd.
Great.
Yeah, and hopefully,
Forgive the Messenger by Antonio Martello. It's not easy writing a book, is it?
no, not at all. Especially when I had no training in it, except for what I thought. But the whole book is not about religion. It's really about street life, what the religion intertwined. It's a different kind of book. It's something where you'll read all kinds of street stories and brutal gang stuff, but then the religion introduces itself, and it starts with the redemption of Simonetti.
Let me tell you something, Antonio Martello. Writing is something you have to do all by yourself.
Yeah, very solemn.
And also, so is dying. Yeah, there are no cohorts in writing.
I wouldn't like to compare the two at this moment, because
Well,
right now I'm on a writing zone.
There's solo act writing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, congratulations, sir. We love it when one of our Westchester neighbors finally takes pen in hand. We wish you luck with Forgive the Messenger. This Marcello is to be believed, your Goomba, your pal of many years. It's a hell of a book.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Martello.